Much, Hiradben. A very good morning to everyone out here. Now, I'm going to talk about four things. And since I'm assuming that we have a lot of students as well out there amongst the participants who possibly want to have their own startups, I'll be talking both to the students and to the world of academia together on those 4 points. So, the first thing, according to me, what is required for anyone who wishes to get into an entrepreneurial venture is purpose. You need to have your purpose very, very clearly defined. What is your vision? What is it that you really want to do? Where is it that you're headed? Because many a times people think that they have a great idea, they start working on that great idea, but then subsequently, when the reality sets in and when the angel funds come in, they suddenly move away from what they had initially begun. I mean, I am an advisor to three of the startups. One of the startup went awry simply because they started pandering to the wishes which were made by people who were funding the particular startup, and suddenly what they had started with went completely way off. And therefore, you need to have that very strong sense of purpose. Simultaneously, the academic institutions, they should have a very strong sense of purpose. They should have it in their mission statement as to how are they actually going to promote the entrepreneurial mindset. How are they going to promote something that will create an Atmanirbhar Bharat? For example, at the IIM Indore, we did two things. One of the things that Anju spoke about was that capacity building is an extremely important part. So what we did was that we converted our incubator into a Section 8 company. And now that gives us more leeway. We get more space. We can also put in some seed money, which hopefully my board will approve very, very soon. And then we can provide more space and mentorship to the incubatees over here. So that was the first part. The second thing, what we did was we started something called the entrepreneurship track in our PGP program itself. And again, you learn from your mistakes. So one of the things that we did was we said that if you want to become an entrepreneur in the second year, you will have to do only half the credits, which are required otherwise in our MBA program. For the other half, the evaluation is going to happen on the basis of the startup that you have. And we are going to figure out as to how we are going to evaluate you, so on and so forth. But the condition is that you have to opt out of the placement system. Now, we got very few people who were interested in that simply because placement apparently seems to be a very important thing so far as MBA students at IIMs are concerned. And therefore, when I came in, I changed it. I said, look, we are going to make you opt out of the placement system for 2 years. But if in the 2 years your startup doesn't work, or if you think you're not interested anymore, we bring you back into the placement system. And then we provide you placement. And this has actually enthused the students to take more risks. So this is so far as our own mission statement is concerned, because IIM Indore says in its mission statement that it's going to be contextually relevant. And the third element of this, what we started was a training program. We started a general management program for executives, and this was targeted mainly at the startups as well as the MSMEs in Indore and the nearby regions. So therefore, what I said is that the sense of purpose that an individual needs to have, a startup individual, the same sense of purpose has to be translated into an institutional setup. The second thing is passion. You need to be passionate about whatever idea it is that you have. That idea should consume you completely. You should be the happiest when you're spending your time thinking on that particular idea. So as I said, that I am, for example, if you ask me what am I passionate about, I always say that, don't introduce me as the director of IIM Indore, because if you really ask me who am I say I'm a teacher, or I say I'm a mountaineer, because those are the two things that I'm really passionate about. And because I'm passionate about teaching, and in particular teaching negotiation, I had come up with two different ways of teaching negotiation. One was where I would take all my students actually to a mall after making them create a painting. And then I would ask them to sell that painting in a mall. Now, not only did it give them a practical experience, but some of them suddenly realized that probably their paintings were so good that they can get into the business of painting. And they started something on those lines. And therefore, one of the things that I always keep telling people is find out What are you passionate about? And to encourage that in our own campus, what we did was we have allowed students to run all the ventures that are in the campus, be it the food courts, be it the laundry service, be it even starting a puchka stall. We allow students, we give them space without obviously charging them anything. And then the students themselves run the business, and then they keep selling the business to the subsequent batches. So by actually allowing them to convert their passion into some kind of an idea, we are trying to create a kind of an ecosystem which is going to, I am assuming, a long way in whatever it is that we are doing. The third element is that of compassion. Now, one of the things that I realized was, if I look at Madhya Pradesh, for example, we have 264,000 MSMEs in Madhya Pradesh. Of them, 90% are micro enterprises, 90%. And therefore, if we want to create a startup ecosystem, we cannot ignore this 90%. And therefore, we have to also try and promote and encourage startups which actually address the issues that these 90% face. So we did three things. One is that we created something called a rural engagement program. So all our students, for a week, they go and live in the villages across Madhya Pradesh. They try to find out what are the problems that those villagers are facing, and then they try to provide solutions. Those solutions themselves lead to something like a good social entrepreneurship system. Secondly, we try to look at the environment, because according to me, compassionate means not just being compassionate about human beings, but about nature itself. We try to look at environment, and then we try to promote those kind of ideas which help us in the conservation processes. So my students, for example, created some kind of thing on a tap which reduced the water consumption in our pilot project by 50%. And now we are implementing that throughout the campus, so that throughout the campus, possibly, our water consumption will reduce by about 50%. So therefore, by looking at this micro entrepreneurial or the social entrepreneurship process, we create a very different kind of an ecosystem. Then we started something called a financial literacy workshop for women from the disadvantaged section of the society. And we did it in three parts. In the first part, we simply told them how to create a budget, how to create an income and expenditure statement for themselves. In the second part, we helped them in collating all the loans that they had taken from the village money lender and converting it to a bank loan. And then the third stage, whenever we found an entrepreneurial streak in any of those women, we actually handheld them in getting access to the government schemes and starting their own entrepreneurial ventures. So as an academic institution, I think we can do much more, provided we keep our hearts and our minds open. And then finally, the last thing that I always speak about is partnership. Now, Himanshu spoke about partnership, and I'm a firm believer that if you actually partner with institutions, with other institutions, he spoke about the other universities. In fact, last year, Himanshu and I, we signed an agreement, and I was telling Himanshu that, Himanshu and Himanshu become Himanshu Square. Because when IIM Indore signed a partnership with Gujarat University, now he has some amazing experimental setups out there. He has some amazing laboratories out there, which we do not have. Likewise, we signed an MOU with IIT Indore. I mean, imagine, we have had an IIT and IIM. Indore is the only city which has both. And till this year, till in fact, we had never interacted with each other in terms of creating an ecosystem. And now we have created an ecosystem where we will have joint incubation. So anybody who wants to try out the technological aspect goes to IIT. And whenever they need the mentorship and the management aspect, they come to us. And therefore, I think we need to create far many of such arrangements where we build on each other's capabilities, build on each other's strengths, and then help the starters to prosper. And finally, my last word to everyone, all of this, you may have a purpose, you may have the passion, you may have a partnership, all of it will come to a naught if you're not persistent. You have to persevere. Perseverance is the key. Uddamen hi siddhanti karyani na manorathi nahi sukta se singha se pravishanti mukhe mriga. I mean, if all you do is dream and not work very, very hard, none of it is ever going to see the light of the day. So to all the people out there who want to initiate a startup, I can assure you on behalf of this very, very illustrious panel that we are here to handhold, we are here to support you. Come up with an idea, come up with a passion, make sure that you're willing to persevere, and we will walk with you the extra mile. Thank you very much.